1 Samuel 13. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is a very jealous El. He doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And the letter J is about 600 years old, and his son Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. And Yehoshua in English is Joshua. And Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. 1 Samuel 13. Shaul was ... years old when he began to reign. Oh, they didn't know how old he was. Interesting. And when he had reigned 2 years over Israel, Shaul chose for himself 3,000... Oh, it's not letting me switch pages anymore. Come on now. Come on now. Hippity hoppity. There we go. Hold on, I forgot what I said. Okay. Shaul chose for himself 3,000 men of Israel and 2,000 men with Shaul and Michmash, M-I-K with a line underneath of it, M-A-S-H, and in the mountains of Beth-el, and 1,000 were with Jonathan in Gibeah of Benjamin, and the rest of the people he sent away, each to his tent. And Jonathan, Y-O-N-A-T-H-A-N, struck the watch post of the Philistines that was in Gibeah, G-E-B with a line underneath of it, A. And the Philistines heard of it, and Shaul blew with the shofar throughout all the land, saying, "Let the Hebrews hear." And all Israel heard the news that Shaul had stricken a watchpost of the Philistines, and also that Israel had become a stench to the Philistines. And the people were summoned to Shaul at Gilgal. Excuse me. And the Philistines gathered to fight Israel, 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen, and people as numerous as the sand on the seashore. And they came up and encamped in Michmash, east of Beth Awen, A-W-E-N. And the men of Israel saw that they were in trouble, for the people were distressed, and the people hid in caves and in thorny bushes. Oh, I wouldn't want to be the one hiding in the thorny bushes. And in rocks, and in rocks. Must be like in between rocks. And in holes and in pits. Excuse me. And some Hebrews passed over the Jordan to the land of God, G-A-D with a line underneath of it. God is also is a pagan idol, and the way people spell it now is G-O-D, but G-A-D was its original spelling, which is a pagan idol or a Greek idol. Could be both. Excuse me. To the land of God and Gilead, but Shaul was still in Gilgal, and all the people followed him trembling. And he waited for 7 days according to the appointment with Shemuel. But Shemuel did not come to Gilgal, and the people were scattered from him. And Shaul said, "Bring an ascending offering and peace offerings here to me." And he offered the ascending offering, and it came to be, as he had finished offering the ascending offering, look, Shemuel came, and Shaul went out to meet him, to bless him. Then Shemuel said, "What have you done?" And Shaul said, "Because I saw that the people were scattered from me, that you did not come within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered at Michmash." So he said, "The Philistines are going to come down on me at Gilgal, and I have not appeased the face of Yah." So I felt compelled and offered an ascending offering. And Shemuel said to Shaul, "You have been foolish. You have not guarded the command of Yah your Elohim, which he commanded you. For now Yah would have established your reign over Israel forever, but now your reign is not going to stand. Yah shall seek for himself a man after his own heart, and Yah shall command him to be leader over his people, because you have not guarded what Yah has commanded. And Shemuel arose and went up from Gilgal to Gibeah of Benjamin, and Shaul mustered the people who were present with him, about 600 men. And Shaul and Jonathan his son and the people who were present with him remained in Gibeah of Benjamin, excuse me, while the Philistines camped at Michmash. And from the camp of the Philistines raiders went out in 3 companies. The one company turned to the way that leads to Ophrah, Ophrah, to the land of Shul, Shul, and another company turned toward the way of Beth Horon, and another company turned away to the way of the border that overlooks the valley of Seboim toward the wilderness. TSE, with a line underneath it, O'Im. Excuse me. Now no blacksmith could be found in the land of Israel, for the Philistines said, lest the Hebrews make swords or spears. And all Israel went down to the Philistines, each one to sharpen his plowshare and his mattock, Mattock, and his axe and his sickle. And the charge was a pim for the plowshares and the mattocks and the forks and the axes, and to set the points of the goads. Goads. That's the second time I've seen this word in this book, and I still don't. I keep forgetting to look it up. Excuse me. And it came to be on the day of battle that there was neither sword nor spear found in hand of any of the people who were with Shaul and Jonathan, but they were found with Shaul and Jonathan his son. And the outpost of the Philistines went out to the pass of Michmash. You know, when America tried to invade Canada back in 1812, back when it was under British rule, they decided to attack us while they were over fighting. What's his name? I want to say Nimrod, but I feel like that's wrong. Anyways, they were over across the world fighting another bigger war, and they couldn't come and help us. So it was farmers with pitchforks and whatever else we had, and we literally fended off. And it was like a 6-1 basically. Like we were the 1, they were the 6, and we sent them packing. Farmers did that, and then after they finished, oh no, it was Napoleon. They were out fighting Napoleon. That's who it was. And after we had kicked America's butt, and they were basically coming back into their own territory, and we were continuing to chase them. And then the British came over after they were done with that, and we surrounded America. We burned their White House. We surrounded everything, and we left them to a tiny little island. And America took the rest of their ships and destroyed them, and out in the ocean, so that the ships couldn't get to them. And if they had held a siege, all of America would have been Canada. One big giant Nazi Germany instead of 2 giant Nazi Germanys. But I don't know, they pulled back, and I guess gave them their country back. We had a treaty with them to put their military equipment on our land, facing them, of course. I'm not sure if that still stands, but anyways,